Hi, grade 5. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am just waiting for more of you to join, and then I'll start by taking attendance. Yes, Isa?
What books do we need?
For the first session, we're going to do grammar. So we need our notebook and your language arts textbook and language arts practice workbook. Okay, and for the second session, you need your turn practice workbook.
Okay.
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 Okay, just one more minute because more people are joining, and then we'll start. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. Amr? عبد الرحمن خالد عبد الرحمن أمجد
Here.
عبد الرحمن الطناحي
Also.
Okay, آسر
Here.
حامد ممدوح
Here.
Okay, مهند مهند, are you there? مصطفى عمر
Here.
عدي
Here.
شلوك
Here.
ياسين هشام
Here.
ياسين السادات Okay. ياسين الدويني
Here.
يوسف زين زياد أيسل
Here.
حبيبة
Here.
Okay, هنا حلاوة هنا سلطان كنزي ملك
Here.
Okay, نورهان ريم and Sabine.
Miss Amr is here.
Amra, you here?
Yeah.
Okay. Want to change your name? Because you have it listed as somebody else's name. Okay. Reem, are you there? Okay. So 1 minute, guys. I'm going to share my screen. Deem, are you there now?
Yes, miss.
Okay. All right, guys. So yesterday we did the quick introduction to adverbs. Can somebody remind me what an adverb is? What's an adverb? Does anybody remember? Can you guys hear me?
Miss, what you say?
What is an adverb?
A word that describes a verb.
Okay, so a
What?
word that's very good. A word that tells us more about a verb. Okay, just like an adjective tells us more about a noun, an adverb tells us more about a verb. Okay, but today what we're going to do is we're going to learn that some adverbs can also tell us more about adjectives. So not only verbs, they can tell us more about adjectives and sometimes other adverbs. Okay. These adverbs will tell us what degree or to what extent. Okay, we're going to look at examples together. So we're on page 418.
Miss,
So
write in the
adverbs,
notebook.
yes, write in your notebooks, guys. So adverbs before adjectives and adverbs. So this means other adverbs, okay, in the sentence. It's on page 418.
Miss,
Yes?
when you ask me, can you say for me the question, because now I'm in the airport.
Okay. Okay, if you, it's no problem. Everything will be uploaded to Smart School, okay?
Okay.
Okay, guys. So we know that adverbs tell, or they describe, or tell more about verbs. But they can also tell more
About adjective.
about adjectives. Yeah. Okay, they can also tell us more about adjectives. They tell us.
Miss, is the adjective
To
explain
what
that is
Tanahi, I
how
can't
much?
make out what you're saying. I think there's something wrong with your mic.
Can you hear me right there?
Yeah, but speak slowly because it's your voice isn't clear. I don't know why today.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Is the adverbs that tell how many or what's the color or something like that?
An adverb, it tells us to what degree or to what extent. We're going to look at examples together now. So, for example, one second, guys. I'm sorry, my book keeps freezing. Okay. So, for example, if we say she is very artistic, this tells us to what extent
Very.
she artistic. She's very artistic. Okay. So, very here is an adverb that describes which adjective? Artistic. Artistic here is an adjective, and the adverb here describes it. Okay. So how artistic is she? She is very, very artistic. To what extent? Okay. Very. Okay. But adverbs can also tell more about other adverbs. So say, for example, the rabbit moves quickly. Okay, the rabbit moves quickly. Here, which is our adverb? Which one tells us more about a verb? What is our adverb in this sentence?
Quickly.
Quickly, okay, quickly. What about if we add here in front of this, if we say unusually quickly? Then here we have an adverb that tells us more about quickly. So unusually tells us more about quickly.
Quick.
Okay, so not only
Yes.
does the rabbit move quickly, but he moves unusually quickly. So here we have an adverb that tells us more about another adverb. Okay, did everybody write this in their notebooks?
No.
No.
All right, go ahead, guys, and write, please.
No, I'm writing.
I'm
don't
writing,
finish.
but don't finish.
Okay.
Mrs. A spelling sheet. You miss, you download it again or no?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
I did. Sorry, guys.
it's okay.
Okay, we're going to start with the guided practice together. Right, on page 418, we're going to name the adverb that describes each underlined adverb or adjective. Okay.
If I didn't finish.
All right, we're going to answer together now. And
Yes,
I'm not going to move the slide.
Miss, can I start?
Sure, Ade, would you like to answer number 1?
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Please read the example first.
Okay. Name the adverb that describe each underline adverb or adjective. Families were crowded far below. Far.
Far, very good. So far describes what?
The crowded.
So families were crowded far below. But so here, far, you're correct about far, but far describes below.
Blue?
Far tells us more about below, right? So not just below, but far below. Okay.
Okay.
Number 2, Yasina Duini.
Yes, miss.
Number 2.
I'm writing the word usually and I will say it.
You're what?
I'm writing the last sentence to
Can I answer?
Okay.
answer it right now.
Okay.
Many people hoped the trip was almost over. Almost.
Almost. Very good. Okay, number 3, Aisal.
Protecting wildlife is debated.
No, dear, where are you?
The food and the water tasted quite stale.
Quite. Very good. So not only so the person who wrote the sentence didn't only describe it as stale, but it is quite stale. Very good. Tanahi, number 4.
For many passengers waited very patiently. Very.
Very. Okay, number 5. Look.
Yeah, miss.
Can you read the sentence?
The people were so tired by the end of the trip. The end of the trip. And
Here we need an adverb that describes the underlined word. Okay?
the people
Again,
are the people who are tired.
no dear, we need to find one. So an adverb here is one word. Okay? One word that describes tired. Okay, remember, let's look here at the top. So it says adverbs tell more about verbs. They can also tell more about adjectives. To what degree or to what extent?
Yes.
Okay, so how tired were they? They were so tired.
Tired.
Okay, so what is the adverb? The adverb is so. Okay, just like she is very artistic, the people were so tired. Okay, this tells us to what extent or to what degree were they tired? They were so tired. Is this clear? Okay, Habiba, number 6.
Some passengers seemed somewhat excited.
Somewhat. Okay. Number 7. Amgad. Okay, number 7. Esir.
I had 2 hours ago.
Number 7. Malak.
What I had. It's there. Oop, then to short sir.
Mamdouh. Number
Miss,
7.
can I answer? Can I answer?
I'm waiting for someone, the other people who are in the meeting. Why aren't you answering? Omar. Number 7. Reem. Number 7.
Number 7. Miss, which book is?
So Reem, we're already on page 418. We've been answering all this whole time. It's the language arts textbook.
I don't have the textbook.
Okay, so from now on, guys, we are home on Sundays and Thursdays. Okay, you need to check the weekly plan that is uploaded the week before to see which books you need. And if you need a book that is at school, you must make sure that you bring it. Okay,
Miss,
this is your responsibility, guys.
Tuesday.
Miss,
What?
the online you said that Sunday and Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sunday and Tuesday. Today is
Thursday
Tuesday.
online?
No, Thursday is
Thursday
not
online?
online. No. Sunday and Tuesday.
Physical?
Yes. Okay, Sina Sadat, can you answer number 7, please? Yassine Hisham, number 7.
Yes, miss. The captain of the ship was completely
Content.
content. Completely.
Completely, very good. Completely tells us more about content. Excellent. Number 8, Yusuf. Yusuf is not connected. His mic. Okay. All right. So from the beginning all day, number 8. Are you there all day?
Okay, miss. Oh, yes, I'm in there. His razor precious cargo had reached its destination. Rest.
Rather, very good. So notice here how they come before the adjective or the adverb that is underlined. Okay, thank you. Number 9, Yasina Douini.
Yes, miss. Number 9. Very few problems had occurred. Very.
Very few problems had occurred. Very excellent.
Miss, can I answer?
Where were you, Yasin?
I was bringing the language arts textbook. Sorry.
Okay. All right. So raise your hand, and I will call on you. Okay, because I'm choosing the order of those who raise their hand. Isa, number 10.
The ship docked fairly speedily.
Fairly. Okay. Does anybody have any questions so far?
No.
No. Okay. So it's easy once you remember that it comes also before the adverb and the adjective that is underlined. Okay. So fairly, speedily, very few, rather, precious. Okay. All of these come before the underlined adverb or adjective. Okay, let's move on to the next page. Right, number 11. Again, be sure to raise your hands if you'd like to answer. Okay, write the adverb that describes the underlined word. So same thing. Tanahi, number 11.
Yes. Some people
Travel?
traveled quite suddenly to America.
Quite. Very good. Shlok, number 12.
Yes, miss. Religious freedom was very important. Very.
Very excellent. Habiba, number 13.
Thanks. Other people wanted a much better chance to earn a living. Much.
Number 14, Yatina Sadat.
Okay, the United States offer people a fairly better life. Fairly.
Fairly. Okay, number 15, Yasin Hashim.
The journey to America was extremely difficult.
Extremely. Thank you. Okay, number 16. Write each sentence and write the word that the underlined adverb describes. Tell whether it is an adjective or another adverb. All right, what's the difference between an adjective and an adverb? How do we know if the word that is described is an adverb or an adjective?
Miss,
Tell
I
me.
know.
How do we know?
We know from ly.
Okay, ly, but not always. So very is an adverb, but it
Yes.
doesn't end in ly. Right? How do we know? An adverb, what? Tells us more about a verb, right? Or
Yeah.
another adjective, another adverb. Okay, but an adjective tells us more about or describes a noun. Okay, so this is the difference. An adjective describes a noun, an adverb tells us more about a verb, and sometimes another adjective or another adverb. But an adjective always describes a noun. Okay? All right, let's do number 16. Who's after Yasin Hisham? Amgad? Okay, raise your hand if you'd like to participate, guys. I'm not going to continue to call on you and you're not answering. Go ahead, Auday, do number 16.
Okay, miss. Write each sentence. Write the word that the underlined adverb describes. Tell whether the word is an adjective or another adverb. I will write, miss, that we will write adverb or adjective under the line on the word.
So
Quite
you're going to tell me which one the underlined adverb describes.
is adjective or adverb, yes. The ship sailed quite rapidly ahead.
So quite here describes what? Describes which?
Ahead.
The ship, remember. Here, this is confusing because it's the opposite. It's the opposite of what we were just doing. Okay? So this
Rapidly?
here, rapidly, yeah. Rapidly, here
Yes.
is what it describes. Okay?
Rapid.
Is rapidly an adjective or an adverb?
Adverb.
An adverb. Very good. Okay, number 17, Yasina Duini.
Yes, miss. Okay, number 17. The passage to New York could be rather expensive.
Expensive, very good. And expensive is an adverb or an adjective?
Adverb.
How is it an adverb? Look at the sentence. The passage to New York could be rather expensive. So expensive here describes what?
Verb.
Expensive describes
Verb.
what? What does
How?
expensive describe?
How?
Does it tell us more about what does it tell us more about? Expensive tells us more about what?
How much?
The passage. The passage. Very good. Okay, the passage. So the passage here is what? A noun or a verb?
Noun.
It's a noun. So this means that expensive is an adjective or an adverb?
An adverb.
I know it's confusing, guys. Remember, an adjective tells us more about a noun. An adverb tells us about a verb. Okay, what's the
Miss, but
difference?
like sometimes I confuse between noun and verb. Like,
How do you confuse between a noun and a verb? A noun is what the sentence is about, and a verb is what the subject is doing. Okay, so who or what these sentences about? This is the noun. Okay, a noun is any person, place, or thing. Okay, but a verb is the action.
no, subject.
What subject? You get confused between the subject?
Yes, and the noun.
So the subject, so a noun is usually, the subject is usually a noun.
Subject
Guys,
is a
look,
noun.
you need to remember, a noun is any person, place, or thing. We know this, right?
Yes.
Any person, place, thing, sometimes idea. Okay, this is a noun. A verb is the action of your sentence. What is the
Yes, I
noun?
know.
Okay,
The action verb and the helping verb.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so here in this sentence, we have the adjective expensive. The passage
Okay,
to
about the
work
passage.
could be rather
Passage.
expensive. Okay, expensive here tells us more about, rather here tells us more about expensive. Rather is an adverb. Okay, it tells us about the word expensive. How do we know what expensive is? Is expensive an adjective or an adverb? We're going to think. Look at the sentence. What
Can
does
I say?
expensive describe? What does expensive tell us more about? It tells us about or describes passage.
It's an
Passage
adjective.
is a noun, so expensive is an adjective.
Yes, an adjective.
Okay? Is this clear, Yassine?
Yes.
All right.
It was a bit confusing.
It's a bit confusing. ISIL number 18.
Decisions to travel were made very carefully. Carefully.
Carefully. Okay. And carefully is an adverb or an adjective?
Adverb.
Adverb. Okay. So our first clue is that it ends in ly, but also let's look at the sentence and see what carefully is describing. Okay. So decisions to travel were made very carefully. Carefully here, this is an adverb. Okay. They were made carefully. How were they made? Right? Carefully. So this is an adverb. It describes the verb. Okay. Number 19. Tanahi.
Yes. 19. The ship was trebly crowded.
Terribly crowded. Crowded. Very good.
It's an adjective because it talks about the ship.
Excellent. Adjective because it describes the ship. Perfect. Okay, and number 20, Habiba.
Yes, miss. The people were finally happy. Happy. Adjective.
Adjective. Very good. All right, is this clear, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, does
Yes.
anybody have any questions so far?
No.
No, thank you.
No? Okay, can we move on to the language arts practice workbook? All right, we're going to move on to the language arts practice workbook. If we run out of time, we will complete it in the next session, okay? Everybody wrote these? Can I move on?
Yeah.
Okay, so language arts practice workbook, page.
Miss, we will not need again the textbook.
Yeah, we're done with the textbook for today. Okay, language arts practice workbook, page 81. Can everyone get their practice workbook?
I got it and I opened the page.
Okay. All right, Yasina Sadat, can you answer number 1? Thank you to all of those who are raising your hand and are participating. I'm writing your names down and I will give you
Yes,
extra
yes.
participation marks.
Yep. Number 1, Benjamin Franklin was quite successful at an early age in Boston.
So here you're going to tell me which, you're going to draw an arrow from each underlined adjective or adverb to the adverb that tells more about it. Okay, so what is the adverb here in this sentence that tells us more about successful?
Quite.
Quite. Very good. So you can draw an arrow from successful to quite, or you can just circle quite. Okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Number 2, Yasin Hisham.
Yes, miss.
At age 15.
At age 15, he wrote a series of unusually noteworthy newspaper articles. Unusual.
Mm-hmm. Unusually. Very good. Number 3, Aday.
These articles for his brother's newspaper were extremely popular. Extremely.
Very good. Number 4, Yasin Duini, sorry.
Yes, miss. Here, in a few years, Benjamin found it too difficult to work for his brother. 2.
2. Very good. Number 5, Aysel.
He decided fairly quickly to leave Boston and settle in Philadelphia. Fairly.
Fairly. Very good. Number 6, Tanahi.
Okay. Benjamin Franklin's move to Philadelphia very definitely changing his life.
Changed his life. Very. Okay, number 7, Habiba.
Famous. In Philadelphia, Benjamin made so many friends. So,
Very good. Number 8, Yasin Sadat.
Okay, number 8. One really important friend was the governor of Pennsylvania. Really.
Really. Number 9, Yasin Hisham.
Somewhat
Cautiously.
cautiously, Benjamin went to London at the governor's suggestion.
Somewhat. Very good.
I think I lost connection for a second.
Okay, no
Can
problem.
I answer?
Okay, Reem, go ahead.
Oh.
Number 10. Are you there?
Miss,
Okay.
can I answer?
Go ahead, all day. Answer number 10.
In London, he became a truly outstanding person in the field of publishing. Truly.
Truly. Very good. Okay, the meeting is going to,
Yes, I answered truly, miss.
you were on mute, Reem. I didn't hear you. Okay,
Oh.
when we come back for the second session, you can answer in the next part, okay?
Okay.
All right, so the meeting is going to end now, and we're going to rejoin. Let me just check the time. I think we're going to join right away. 1 second. Yeah. No, sorry guys, we're going to join at 10:30.
10:30.
10:30, yeah, because there's supposed to be break. Okay, so 10:30, our second session will start. It will end now. Okay, join again at 10:30. Okay?
Okay.
35, miss.
10:30, not 35. 10:30. The new time is 10:30.
Bye.
Okay?
Bye.
All right, bye guys. Bye.
Okay, miss. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, miss. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.